What's up, traders? 5 total trades today, 2 on CAR, 1 on SONO, 1 on IQ, and 1 on the VIXI VIXY. Let's get to it. All right, traders, before we get into the live trades, don't show up tomorrow morning looking to trade. The markets are closed for the July 4th weekend, but Friday night live stream still happening tonight. Special edition Thursday night live stream. Don't want to do it tomorrow because it'll probably be messing with some sort of plans that you may have over the weekend, so you probably wouldn't show up, probably wouldn't be a good turnout. So figured why not try to do it tonight. One last little dose of the stock market before the nice 3-day weekend. And without further ado, here's the live trades. Watching CAR here. It's right off the scanner. Seeing if it would pop through 50. There we go. See if we can get a little bit more of a push. Doesn't feel like it wants to. We're going to start it there. Wow, it actually popped up right as we hit it. We got 58. We'll take that. Good first entry compared to what we thought we were getting it at 50. Still going here. We'll look to add closer to 27 if it wants to get there. See if we can get closer to 27. There we go. It actually went through 27 when we hit the button. Actually got a better fill than we thought we were getting. I thought we were getting like 92, I think it said there. Look at this thing rip. If it wants to go up there towards 27.50, we'll look to get another add. Missed that 27.50 add, so looking to see if we want to add here as it could be the backside, and then we'll risk off high of day. Coming down, we're going to hit it there. We got 27.03. Looking for the breakdown through 27 here. We're going to load 75% here and put it at 61. See if we can't get down there. Coming down, 73. Tried high of day on us. Now we're back down to that 73 area. Trying to hold support here. If we can get through, I think we'll get a break down to our order at 61. Tried to pop back up. There we go. We're through 73. See if we can get down to the 60s. Just looking for this $half test. 66. 5 cents away there. There we go again. 66. Just looking for that breakdown into the half, towards the $half. Not quite. And we're squeezing back up towards 27. This is a pretty quick move up towards high of day. It squeezed right off the bottom there after missing our order by 5 cents. Let's see if this does go high of day, if it's a little bit of a fake out, because we are right at the $half. I have a feeling if it goes up to 47, we're going to get a push through the $half, maybe a little bit of a squeeze, but I think we're going to get a lot of selling pressure right after that because this is a pretty big move here off the bounce. So giving it a sec here. If it does try to hold high of day here, we might look to add. All right, we're coming up to 40. Does look like we're going to at least test high of day here. There it is. See if we get that pop. There it is, the pop through 50, up to 64, 65, 70. All right, I'm looking to exit here if it wants to continue. All right, it stopped here at 70. Big sell off there. Probably should have looked to add there, honestly. I mean, the whole plan was there for it to be a fake out breakout, but if it continued up to 28, I was looking to just get out of it, unfortunately, and it would have sucked. But we'll put our stop in there at the new high here, seeing if it wants to go through that. If it does, then we're not interested. We were looking for this just to be a fake out breakout. We gave it a little bit more room than we probably should have. An extra 23 cents now. There we go, back down through 50. All right, we got this big move down. Our average is at 87. Still looking for this to come down and give us that $half test. This is a pretty big move down. Might look to take some off here because it was such a big move. See if we can get that flush down towards that previous support. Kind of forming like a little head and shoulders here. Might look to add on this side of 50 and just obviously risk off high of day again. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. See if it kind of wants to reject here a little bit. If it does, we might look to add just a couple more shares. Obviously, just risking off high of day. Give us a little better average as well. Here we go. We're coming back down. We're going to get an add there at 18. And we're going to risk off high of day. But we're going to look for this to come back down through 27. See if we can't maybe have a little head and shoulders action here. This thing's still pretty extended. VWAP all the way down there near our order now. Through 50 here. Not looking good. It could squeeze up towards high of day. Oh, there it is. All right, we're pretty much going to get stopped here. It's definitely going to try high of day. There it is. I got a little slippage there. Got filled at 73. A little unfortunate. I'm going to take the loser there. $93 loss. So, ouch. It's making a pretty nice move here. Still on the 50-cent scale here. Still like it. See if we can get a move up towards 50. I would definitely be interested in this trade. There we go, through 50. We're going to start this again. We got exactly 50, 28.50. We'd be interested in this trade even if we hadn't taken it before. Right? Nice extension through previous resistance down there towards 27.50. See if this wants to continue up towards 29. We'll look to add. There we go, moving up. This thing is strong. It's squeezing a little bit here. Nice and extended. We missed that add up there through 29. Looking to add on the backside here. Feels heavy. I'm going to add there, 34. Looking for this to break down. Still towards 28. Stop at high of day now. Obviously, we're considering this to be the backside. Tried to get through 50 and failed. Might look to add again here because of that. Here we go. Gonna add there. We got 40. There we go. Breaking back down. See if we can get that break through that previous support area. Obviously still risking high of day on all of this. Just trying to work into the back end a little bit. So tried to fake us out through 28.50 there, but now we're coming back down. Nice big move right through that previous support it had formed. Trying to get down here towards 28. See if we can get the flush through 28. Probably not. It was a pretty big move. It'll probably hold 28 temporarily. Might try to be fairly patient with this one though, simply because that was a pretty good rejection. Might look to scale out of this in thirds. Just take them off as I put them in. 30, 30, 30. Take them out 30, 30, 30. Unless it wants to give us this quick flush through 28. I'd be very happy with that. Trying 28, 07, 06, 03, 02, 01. All right, we're going to take 30 of the 90 here. So 1/3. Didn't quite want to break 28 there just yet. We'll see if we can get the rest of these to go down through 28, but wanted to take a few off, just pay ourselves a little bit. Just trying to break through this 80 area, but we can't quite get through. 82. Order sitting there at 73 if it wants to give it to us, not quite. All right, we're going to take another 30 there at 89. And of course, there was the flush. Didn't quite get the 73, but obviously it still would have given us the shares. But we'll see if we can't get these down closer to 27.50. Coming down, see if we can get through 60. Through. See if we can get closer to 50. Just looking for the 50 flush here. We'll take it off. 53, 52, 52. Doesn't quite want to give it to us. 51. All right, we're going to take it there. 58 is what we ended up getting filled there. Didn't seem to want to bust through 50 like we were hoping. It didn't even test 50. It got the 51. So we'll be happy. A nice little trade back there on CAR. Got a little bit more than half back. See SONO over there on the scanner. Ooh, okay. Our previous resistance here at 15.20. Lines are kind of close together. So we'll go with the 15 cent instead of the 10 just in case it wants to squeeze. We'll start here at, we got 45.5. If it wants to pop through 50, we'll look for an add up over 15.60. See if it gives us a little squeeze through 50. There we go, testing 50. There we go, we're through 57, 59. See if we can get through 60. Not quite. We were ready to add through 60. Didn't quite give it to us. See if it wants to give us a second pop. Nope, coming back down to 50. Coming down closer to our order here at 25. Got to 28, 3 cents. It's the story of our day today. Coming within cents of our orders, and we just can't seem to get that little bit more. CAR could have been so much different if we would have had that order filled for 75% in that first trade. We were 5 cents away. This one we're 3 cents away. Going to look to load 75% there. If we do get the flush, see if we can't continue down towards 15 for the rest of these. 28, 27, 2 cents, 26, 1 cent. Let's go. Back up to 30. Oh boy. I'm going to be patient with this one. I like the drop here. Coming down, trying to test that previous resistance. I feel pretty confident we'll get this fill here at 25. Just got to be patient. I thought we were going to get the fill there on CAR too, though, so who knows? Obviously, nobody ever knows what the market's actually going to do. Here we go again, 26. 20 back up to 27, 26 again. Just need one more little flush here. We're in the bid. There we go. All right, so we got the fill there for 75% on Sono. See if we can get this other, the remaining shares down there closer to 15, closer to VWAP. So this thing's taking us for a ride. We saw the resistance forming at this 35 area, and unfortunately, we've come down to our order again. We got under 15.10. We were within 4 cents, and now we're going to end up getting stopped out here. We kind of put it in when it was around 15.20. This thing's been whipsawing back and forth. Looking at, here we go. We're going to get some slippage there. Ended up getting filled 41. So a little unfortunate there on the remaining shares. We were looking for that 15 test, just couldn't quite get it. And yeah, so kind of crappy. All right, traders, that was my 3 trades, 2 on CAR, 1 on SONO. And then after I hit stop recording, the SPY did start to take a dump. And in return, the VXIY started to go towards the upside. We had that previous resistance that it formed here earlier in the day. Got a nice little pop through there. We were using the $0.50 as well. We ended up getting our entry at 44. We were just really looking for this to be a quick scalp. It came back down off the bounce right to that previous resistance. We decided to take it off there at 32 for a quick little winner. And then we ended up giving all of that back plus $1 on IQ here. We missed IQ. We were actually editing the video, and unfortunately, this decided to, well, we started to edit the video, and we had previous resistance from yesterday. Nice pop through, missed the top there, but as you can see, we're looking for this to continue back down and retest, and if we scroll, you can see this thing's still grinding. So had a pretty set risk trade here at the high of day. We actually bottom ticked this thing with our entry. We got in at 08, and that was literally the bottom of all of these candles. It never went lower. We were looking for that 24 test as well as the previous resistance test, and we just couldn't get there. This thing decided to grind away. So that was our trades. Let's go back to CAR to kind of review those real quick. This one was a little bit frustrating, as you saw. We had an order sitting there at 26.61 and around that area, but as you can see, it just kept testing it over and over again. We even called a fake out breakout here. We knew we weren't in full size, so we gave it an opportunity to be a fake out breakout. The only issue here is we probably should have added to our position once we realized it was a fake out breakout on this candle here. Could have added coming back down into this range, would have brought our average up, and it could have made this a winning trade. Once we realized that this did not want to go through 70 again, 66, 73. That was holding a support. We had our order at 26.61. We were letting it sit there. We were trying to get filled. Just it did not want to give us that $0.50 test that we were looking for. And unfortunately, it ended up going up against us. We added one more time looking for this to kind of be like a little head and shoulders. It kind of looked like that is what was forming. Right after we added, this thing blew right through, went straight to high of day and stopped us out. But the good thing, if there is a good thing in this, is that it decided to run. It squeezed right through that previous high, and it decided to run up towards 29. So again, previous resistance now, where we stopped out, 27.70 area. And would we have taken this trade if we never took this trade? Absolutely. So that's why we entered this trade. It decided to go a little bit further against us. We were looking to add a little bit higher. We were seeing if it wanted to go through 29 a little bit more than it did not. So we started to add to the backside, risking off that high of day. Tried to pop back up a little bit. We were a little early on this last entry here. Tried to go back up there towards high of day. Didn't quite get there. Probably could have added again here once we realized that it was a little bit of a fake break towards high of day. Didn't quite get it. So nice 2 ads on the backside. I'm getting proud of myself. We're starting to evolutionize a little bit, realizing, hey, we have a set risk. If you only got one entry, start adding into that thing. Start risking off that set area, right? You have a set area to risk off of. So that's exactly what we did. This thing started to continue to the downside. Makes us look stupid in hindsight. It decided to go a lot further, but we did end up making a little bit more than half back of our loser. So I can't really complain. That was a pretty good trade there on CAR. If that first one went a little bit differently, and this ended up being a second trade, this first stop out could have just been on leftovers, and we could have ended up starting a second trade. This could have been a really green ticker, but unfortunately, we ended up a little bit red on it today. And over to SONO, same kind of deal. Pulled this one up, previous resistance, nice pretty much top tick this thing. It did go through 1550. I believe I mentioned in the live trade we were looking for through 1560 for an ad. Didn't quite get there. It got to 1559. Rode this all the way down to that previous resistance from pre-market. Took out 75%. We had an order sitting here at 1505 on this one, looking for that whole dollar test. And again, as you can see, it just did not want to get there. It kept testing that 1510 area and just could not push through. And this thing absolutely whipsawed back and forth for a couple of minutes there. I mean, it was like a big order, pushed it up, came all the way back down, and then it got pushed all the way back. It was just crazy. And then it ended up stopping us out. And of course, we ended up top ticking it. It kind of formed a support there right under 40. So that's kind of why we put our stop there. And unfortunately, I got stopped, right? It ended up being a top tick on her remaining shares. And then you guys saw IQ and VIXI. So that was all my trades today. Quite a few trades. We ended up down $27 on the day. Let me pull this out so you guys can see where we stand on the day. We ended up down 42.57. We were down 93 after that first trade on CAR, so we made a little bit more than half back. Sono and VIXI came after that, so we were actually within, I think, like $14 of break even, and so that's what we were looking to get back on that IQ trade, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out, so we gave a little bit back. So this is the first time in a long time where we were down quite a bit, and I stuck to my plan overall. Usually when I'd lose a decent amount on the first trade, I would tend to start to scale down my share size the rest of the day, and I would never even come close to coming back to break even. So today, I look at as a success. We actually stuck to our plan even after that first trade, had no emotions after that trade of the loss itself. We actually traded the same ticker as if we never had that first trade happen. So I was just overly proud of myself today. I'm not going to lie. And I look forward to next week. Today, just this whole week in general, Friday of last week into this week, I feel like something is clicking. Even though today was a red day, we had a great week overall. But I just feel like something is clicking. I feel like we're getting these backside ads now. Never did those before. We had no emotions after that first loss in car. We jumped right back into it after we realized the great opportunity right after it. Just very excited to keep moving forward. That's what this is all about, right? We're finally getting to a point where we're actually starting to see it ourselves. So that must mean something's going correctly. So that's all I have for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I always appreciate that support. Have a good 3-day weekend. Remember, no trading tomorrow. Don't show up looking to trade tomorrow. You will be very disappointed. So I will see you guys on Monday. Peace.